They say poltergeists knock. But what if it could text you threats from your own phone? What if it could scratch your skin while you slept? And what if the thing haunting your home wasn't after your soul, but your child's? This is not a movie. This is a real-life case investigated by professional paranormal researchers. Stay with me till the very end, because what happened inside one quiet English home might be the clearest evidence we've ever seen of a violent, intelligent haunting. You've been warned. This is the terrifying true story of the South Shields Poltergeist. It all began in late 2005 in the coastal town of South Shields, England. A young couple, their names never fully released for privacy, so we'll call them Marianne and Mark, moved into a modest two-bedroom terraced home with their 3-year-old son. Nothing about their lives was unusual. No history of spiritualism, no obsession with ghosts. They were just a regular couple, working hard and raising their child. But the house had other plans. One night after putting their son to bed, Marianne and Mark were relaxing in the living room. That's when they noticed the plastic rocking horse in the corner, moving. At first, just a slow creak. Then, without warning, the toy rocked violently on its own and flung itself across the room with enough force to dent the wall. Before they could even process it, heavy thuds came from the floor above. Panic set in. Was someone in the house? They ran upstairs. Their son was asleep, unharmed. But every stuffed toy in the room had been ripped from shelves and thrown around, some positioned in eerie, ritualistic ways. And then came the whispering, low, guttural, coming from inside the walls. The following nights turned darker. Marianne woke up screaming, her back ripped with 3 long scratches, angry and red, as if by claws. One night, while brushing her hair, she saw a shadow move across the mirror. When she turned, there was no one. Later, their son began crying during the night. He told them, "There's a man in my closet. He's wearing my daddy's face." They chalked it up to nightmares until messages began arriving. Texts from their own phones, unsent, unexplained. One read, "I'm watching you, he's mine now." Another, "You're going to die, all of you." One night, Mark was walking down the hallway when he saw it. A tall, jet-black silhouette standing in the bathroom doorway. No features, just a void of a face, a human shape. That wasn't human. As soon as it noticed him, it tilted its head in a slow, jerking motion and disappeared. When they ran to check their son's room, they found his crib flipped upside down. The toddler lay asleep on the carpet, untouched, while his toys were arranged in a perfect pyramid. The family finally realized this wasn't a ghost. This was something intelligent, hostile, malevolent. With nowhere else to turn, the couple contacted 2 investigators, Mike Hallowell and Darren Ritson, experienced researchers of the paranormal. When they arrived, they were skeptical, but that skepticism vanished the moment a bookshelf collapsed behind them, untouched. Over the next few nights, the investigators witnessed chairs thrown across rooms, objects materializing out of thin air, a wooden cross spinning and flying into a wall, freezing cold bursts of air, and a terrifying breath-like growl heard by multiple people at once. But the worst was yet to come. Late one night, as they walked through the master bedroom, Marianne screamed. On the wall, scrawled in a childlike hand, was a single word: "Die," not written in marker or ink, but in a substance they couldn't identify, sticky, dark, and smelling of rot. The investigators tried cleansing the house, prayers, rituals, commands. Nothing worked. The thing inside the home, it wasn't leaving. And then, just as suddenly as it began, the activity stopped. No more growls, no more scratches, and no more messages. The house went quiet. To this day, Marianne and Mark never speak of what happened. Their son, now a teenager, suffers recurring nightmares, always about the same shadowy man with no face. The investigators published their findings in a chilling book. But even they admit, "We don't know what it was, only that it was dangerous and real. No psychic profile could explain it, no science could debunk it, and no blessing could banish it. Because whatever came to that house in South Shields in 2005 wasn't human, wasn't kind, and it might still be watching. Sometimes the dead leave signs, but sometimes they don't want to be seen, they want to take. If this true story disturbed you, show your support by liking the video. Drop a comment if you've ever experienced something you can't explain. We read every single one. And be sure to subscribe for more real-life horror stories every single week. Because somewhere, even right now, the shadows are moving, and you never know which ones are watching you.